so no front. Kandi and Garrett, yeah, we say what you want. Real life, real stories, yeah, we keep it real. If you're looking for the truth, this is how it feel. Conversations that matter, yeah, we bringing it out. From the highs to the lows, yeah, we talking it out. No fluff, no cap, yeah, we
Welcome
keep
back
it
to Real Talk with Kandi Thompson.
And Garrett Gray.
So we are coming up on the 4th of July. Happy summer, everyone.
4th of July.
Yeah, we
Happy
just had
summer.
first day of summer solstice, right?
Is that a thing?
You know what is funny? It's a thing, I think, a lot bigger in other countries. When we were in Norway last year for summer solstice because we were there from like the 12th to the 30th. And we were, they do a huge, they would have probably, if we look online, there's like a huge party. And it's like they serve waffles. Of course, they serve waffles. So they have waffles going. There's music. There's live bands. They have this big bonfire by the river. Is that a lake, Adam, or a river? What is that body of water?
He's like,
That's
it's the ocean.
ocean.
Look at say he's like, that's
What
the
ocean is that?
That's not the Aegean Sea, it's the North Sea.
It's the North Sea. Adam's one of those guys that he also knows, like, no matter what, he knows directions. Isn't that
we've
such a
talked
weird
about
thing?
this though.
But how would you even know that's the North Sea? Did you just guess that?
Well, no, that's you
just know your
the North
maps?
Sea just happens to be north, but that's not just like saying that it is north. It's just that's what the body of water is called.
I know, but isn't
Do you
it-
know the bodies of water around the world?
I
Like
know
the names of them, not where they're located, just the names of them.
Garrett, I know the oceans.
The Atlantic. Okay. The
Pacific.
Pacific. The what's the one with the I? Indian. There's one more, right? Atlantic, Pacific, Indian. There's one more major
What is it,
body,
Adam?
isn't it? He's like, we got him, stumped. Yes. We all don't know.
We're
We
not
all don't
stumping
know.
Adam on history, on geography,
Just
history.
geography, yeah,
he's
yeah.
not getting stumped.
The
The
Arctic.
Arctic.
That's it. I don't think of that one yet. The Arctic.
Yeah.
And then you have the North Sea, which is north.
You know what? I've been to a lot of
We
them.
need to get a globe in here.
Right?
I've been to a lot of them. I've been to the Aegean. I've been to, Adam, what was the one in Santorini?
That's the Aegean,
What was the one in outside of
Gaul, whatever
Venice?
the thing is in between Italy and everything.
Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, that's where Italy sits in, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of them. Anyway, so there's my weak spot. History and geography. Yeah. Yeah, I did think that the Titanic was, I actually thought it was a battleship until the movie came out, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I had no idea. And so they said the movie was coming out that was the Titanic. And I was like, oh,
that'd be
that's
yeah,
great.
another battle movie.
Another battleship
Yeah, another
movie.
World War
Yay.
movie.
Adam's going to love it. Yeah. No, it wasn't. Go figure. I was like,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
What do you think about cruises?
Not for me.
Why?
I'm good. I've been on a lot of boats, and I'm sure that a cruise could be a lot of fun. I just think that they're overplayed right now, and too many people are getting on them, and a lot of bad stuff is coming from cruises nowadays. So if I'm going to go on one,
Yeah.
it's going to be so specific to where there's not a lot of people, right?
Yeah,
And we're going to have a ton of stops because I'm not going to sit in the middle of the ocean
Yes,
forever long.
yes.
I mean, I get that my boat experience to a cruise boat experience are like two completely different things.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's just ocean, man. I'd rather just fly somewhere and go spend my time in that destination than getting on a boat, getting off a boat, getting on a boat, getting off a boat, and then whatever can ensue on that boat. Because, I'm just saying, like, you got diseases that are starting to come from it. You got, super horrible things that are happening on the cruises that just don't really say, you know what, that's for me.
Garrett, I've always been fearful of cruises. First of all, I don't like to not see land. That's freakish to me. Somehow, cruise videos come on my feed on all of them that are like huge waves and I would die.
Yeah, see, I don't think I have a problem with being on the sea. I just have a problem about being around a lot of people on the sea.
What about that new cruise ship that came out?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's gigantic. It is. Adam, how much
Is it called the
bigger is it
Titanic
than,
too?
No, it's bigger than the Titanic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, how much bigger? I can't remember, but it looks amazing.
Really?
It's very, very expensive to go on. Yeah, it's like, it has like an entire water park in it. It
Yeah.
is
That's cool.
really, really cool. It looks
I've
amazing.
heard great things about it. I've had a ton of buddies that go on them,
Yeah.
and they have a good time, especially if you go to like the all-included ones.
Yeah.
It's a great
Cruising
time.
people love cruising. So I have an owner that I work with. They go on cruises all the time. They love them so much. Like, they swear by them. So they're telling me like all the different, cruise lines to go on. They said Carnival is like, I mean, that's like you're 18 and you want to party your tail off the entire time. That's that, right? But like 40, 30, 40, 50-ish. Probably not. You could go either way.
Yeah.
But 40, 50 plus, like there's another one, I can't remember, that it may be Princess that was like in the middle. And then there's another one that's like more of like an older cruise line.
I heard the
that
Vikings are pretty good, but I heard that's an older cruise line where it's like the older generation,
Yeah.
right? That are going to go somewhere else. But
Well,
and then you have Disney cruises that I heard were pretty good. But
Well, I have a sister that has been on several cruises and she loves them. I have friends that do cruises and love them. I do like the idea of the port. So we actually were booked for a cruise for the first time in my whole life. I agreed to do it. We actually paid the deposit and we're booked on it in 2020. So we were, we were actually booked 2 different trips. We were booked to go in June to Norway to go visit Tobias and his family. And in October, we were booked for a Caribbean cruise. And it was a 7-night, 8-day Caribbean cruise. We were going to be going Turks and Caicos, all these different places. It looked amazing. And I finally had come to grips with doing it.
and then
Everything got canceled. Yeah.
do you think that is a sign?
100%.
Yeah.
Yes. And I first of all, when the Norway trip got canceled, I refused to. I was like, I'm not canceling my ticket. I'm going in June. This is happening in March. I'm going in June. I'm not canceling. Well, then all the countries shut down and they canceled it for you.
Yeah.
So
You didn't have a choice at that
No, I
point.
didn't. I didn't have a choice. But we did actually travel. We went to Hawaii the week that COVID hit. We were in Hawaii. We booked actually because it hit. And
Wasn't that a
nobody was
weird
on
time to be somewhere else?
So weird. And it was so weird to be on the airplane. If I showed you guys, so a lot of flights to Hawaii are like 2 seats, 5 seats, 3 seats. Like that's how they are. That's how this one was. And there was no one in like the little cabin, like not cabin, but the section that we were in, no one.
Yeah.
I showed the camera behind us. I showed it in front of us. We were a ghost town.
I think we went in 21. We went to Hawaii. We went to the Alani Disney Resort, which was pretty good. But I don't remember the flight. I just remember having to wake up every morning and take a picture of your negative test and send it down.
Shut up.
Yeah. So before you can leave your room, and I don't know how they associated that, but before you can leave your room, you had to take a test. And you had to send a picture of take a picture of your negative test, positive test, whatever you got that day, and send it to this email or whatever. So then you were good for the day.
That's crazy.
Every morning.
The only COVID test I've ever taken was the first time when we went to Hawaii. There wasn't any such thing. And then we came home. The United States shut down while we were in Hawaii.
Right.
We had heard that it had made its way to the United States. They shut down all the colleges because that was the week that we were supposed to go tour campuses. So we couldn't do that. It was spring break in this area. And so it was like a Friday. And I was like, what are we going to do? So I looked at flights and they were cheaper. I mean, like, honestly, it was like they were paying you to come there.
Yeah.
And so we booked a ticket on Friday to leave on Monday to go to Hawaii. And we came back on Sunday. So it was so cheap. I mean, for people that know the cost of this stuff, it was flights for 4, a Jeep when we got there, staying in the Pink Pyramid, which is not a resort that we normally can afford to stay in, for 7 days, 6 days, Monday to Sunday? So 6 days.
Okay.
And total combined, $2,500.
Oh my God. Isn't that just flights round trip right now?
That's not even, that's normally,
For one
not
person?
even flights. That's normally not flights or not. I was like, we're in. Hey kids, we're going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
So we went, and so that was on Wednesday while we were there, that was the 16th, and that's when everything shut down. That's when I got calls from my office, and I was like, okay, you guys, well, we are essential, so lock the door and put a sign up that says that no one's allowed to come in. But I mean, we're property management. Like this means people are going to be home more often. So we did have to stay. It was hilarious though, because one of the girls that worked for me at that time, the next day, she like literally had a panic attack on the whole situation to do with COVID. And, you know, we knew nothing at that time.
Yeah.
You knew nothing. So she said, she called me and said, I feel like I have a fever. I think I have COVID. And I'm like, well, then you can't come in for months. Like at that time, you were off for months, remember? And I'm like, okay, so she's like, okay, well, I'm sorry. I think I just had a panic attack, and I think I just had hives and my face was hot because of that. So we still let her come in. She never had COVID. But so that was Hawaii. Then for my girls to start their first day of senior year, we went to Cancun. So they started literally distance learning from a distance. We were in
From a
an
very distance.
all inclusive, amazing hard rock resort in Cancun. It was incredible. We took my nephew Chase and my girls, and we had it had a Woodward skate park on it. It had a water park, an entire water park. I mean, it was like the whole first day, we didn't leave the resort.
Yeah.
Like everything we did was there. It had an escape room. It had, I mean, it was like crazy, this thing. It was really fun. So that was Chase's first day of his sophomore year, my girls' first day of their senior year. And then for spring break, we went to Cabo. So this was all during COVID.
Their school time, yeah.
But the only time I had to test was coming home from Cabo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the only time they had to
I
make
think that's
sure.
when they probably started getting big at the testing point,
Well,
right?
that was when the United States was requiring it. They had not required it up until that point. Other countries shut down. You couldn't get in or out. But as far as for us, we could go to Mexico and they didn't care. So all you did was you took, 3 ibuprofen an hour before you got on your flight, just in case you had a fever.
Now, do you think the prices that we have now for things is trying to rebuild the fact of maybe product or pricing that was lost during those years?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that there was definitely a lot of revenue lost for a period of time, but it didn't like the resort at that time was half full. It wasn't even, maybe it was 25% full. They had an adult only portion, which was empty. And then they had, this is Cancun, and then they had a section that, I mean, like one every 4 chairs. It was crazy, but like they were literally paying for you to come.
Yeah.
We had the resort that we had in that one, all inclusive. And keep in mind, all inclusive resorts are amazing.
Oh, awesome.
But they're usually not very cost effective for non-drinkers.
Right.
They're just cost effective for people that drink a lot.
I think that there's a bigger portion that you don't have to spend. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to eat and go out and play,
For sure.
I mean, if you're doing stuff,
Yeah.
I mean, it could be just
Well, it worked out. I mean, that was the first all-inclusive that we had gone to was in Cancun, and it's because they were literally paying you to come there. We had a 2-bedroom, 2-story hotel it had its own balcony that overlooked all the swimming pools and the ocean with its own hot tub and its own bathroom on it. That was just the balcony. Like it was amazing. And then this resort was unbelievable. Look up the Hard Rock in Cancun. It's on the Riviera side. It's amazing. And so that was incredible. And I think that we paid $450 or $500 a person to go.
Wow.
And we take Chase with us, so that was fun. And then Cabo was fun for spring break. Things were starting to get a little bit more expensive. Not like they were starting to let people travel, but that was when you had to be COVID tested to get approved to come back into the United States. So that was the first time I had that thing go down that's when they were doing it where they had to stick that thing down your nose. Remember, Adam?
I don't think you had
Yeah,
to
they had to do a swab.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was horrible. And so that was the only time I've ever been COVID tested. Yep. So that was.
Did you ever get it? That you know of?
So I believe that our area actually had it before COVID came here because like James, I mean, on the school board, he sat next to me, said, I can't taste, I can't smell. He had a fever of 104 and he sat next to me on the school board.
Nice.
The whole basketball team already had it. And one of the girls on the basketball team had just come home from China. Then the whole basketball team gets it. China. And then so I feel like our area, anybody you talked to had it. I mean, Adam and I, he was really sick. I had like 102.5 fever. He had like 105 fever. We couldn't kick. And that was during that same time. And so then when it actually, and that was like in January or February of the same year. So when it actually came here in March and you were starting to hear the symptoms, Aaron had it, Adam had it, I had it, Emily never got it. My mom never got it, thank God. And that's the one we were worried about was my mom. But it was like everyone we know, I mean, literally everyone I could think of already had exactly what they're describing. Yeah, so it was, which is a main reason why I think our area didn't get hit super hard. I feel like everybody had already had it, you know? So it was, that was the only time. And I have to be honest, that was the first time in my whole life that I had a cold, like a flu type. And I literally thought to myself, I'm having trouble breathing. Like I literally was like, we use essential oils. So I kept putting like frankincense on my chest and breathing in peppermint because I was wheezing. I was coughing to where I couldn't breathe. Like it wasn't any joke. I do not believe that COVID was a joke. I know many, many people lost loved ones because of it. It was a horrible situation where people were lost alone. They were battling it by themselves. I mean, what a horrible time in history. It was just awful. So but for us, we did a lot of traveling at that time.
I guess it was it was cost effective, it sounded like.
It was so cost effective. It wasn't. It was like, no matter where we went, I mean, like even going to Cabo, like it was not, you still, at that time.
But other people were there too. It wasn't like an empty resort, right?
Well, that was March. So you figure, it had hit March before. So when we went to Cabo, it had been a year. Night and day different than when we were in Cancun. We were in Cancun, say like in August. So that was where, it was, and in Hawaii, we watched everything shut down there. That was hilarious. We got there, everything's great. We're on the Front Street. We're eating in is it called California Burger, Adam? California Cheeseburger Paradise?
Cheeseburger in Paradise.
What is it? Cherry's Burger?
Cheeseburger in Paradise?
Cheeseburger in Paradise?
Yes.
Cheeseburger in Paradise. I thought it was called California Burger. Cheeseburger in Paradise. It was on Front Street. It had the best hamburgers with a huge pineapple, best environment, like fun, open, right on the ocean. We were there. It was super packed. We were having a great time. We had a Jeep. We'd never rented a Jeep in Maui before. That was super fun with the top off. March is a great time to go. So that was like, say, we got there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. By Wednesday, you walked downstairs and everything was taped off. And you're like, what's going on? You have to stand there. You have to stand here. Like overnight, it was so crazy. We went to one of the beaches, one of the state beaches. They had cones all the way up. And I was like, do they think a storm is coming? This is so crazy. No, they were literally blocking the state beaches. You were going to be fined if you went on a state beach. So like McKenna Beach, which is huge in Kihei, you couldn't get on it. It was so crazy. So that was Wednesday. So, I want you to know, being in Paradise still for, the rest of the week was not bad, but it was definitely interesting. And it was hilarious though, because when we got on the airplane, and it was either Saturday or Sunday, we got on the airplane and we knew everyone. It was everybody coming back from Amador County. It was so funny. It was like, oh, hey,
you were out here? That's cool.
It was hilarious. Yeah, everyone was there at that time because it was our spring break. Right. So, no, it was very interesting. I'm very grateful of where we've come today. Oh, man. And I feel like
we're full force back into just crazy world.
I know. And cruises at that time, though, were also kind of crazy. Like you couldn't, that was a no-no.
Yeah.
And so I feel like cruises coming back from that, it's good to know that they have kind of made their comeback because they were like giving away tickets for you to get on for a long time because it was so hard to get people to go on them. I love the all-inclusive idea. I love the different event ideas. I like that you can go to whatever dinners you want, whatever things you want. I think it's really awesome,
and sometimes there's a casino.
Oh, that's fun. I just don't, I don't know.
So my question is you had one set up for 6 days, 7 nights. What would you think is a perfect time for a vacation? Like how many days, how many nights would you say this is perfect? this is a little too much and this is all right. But I mean, this is like my perfect number of days I'd like to be on a vacation.
Depends on where you go.
Okay.
So if you go to Hawaii, for me, 9 days is perfect. If we go out of the country, don't want to do less than 15.
Really?
Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. Like, and I mean, like Europe.
Well, the travel was what, like 2 days alone. So
I mean Europe, but like, and, you know, going to Mexico, I feel like that's pretty much kind of like Hawaii. 8 days is good. 7, 8 days. But yeah, I mean, it also just depends on like, are you staying in one place or are you doing multiple?
Do you have excursions set up or are you trying to do stuff? Like when I go to Hawaii, I always love to get onto the snorkeling, right? And get out there and go and do the thing. But that's a whole day. So, I mean, if you're trying to go to the beaches or whatever, like back when Lahaina was open and stuff like that, like you had to schedule more days. And 8 days, I feel like I'm getting burnt out. Yeah. We went there for 10. Yeah, we were there for 10 one time and I'm like, 10 is too much. Yeah. 10 is way too much.
I'm ready to go home about 7.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny too is that in the environment that we live and in today's day and age and all the connections and all the communication and all this stuff that comes at you at all points in time. I mean, the brick that I told you about on your phone, it's kind of a big deal. You guys thought it wasn't. You were like, oh, Kandi, there's a thing already on your phone that does that. Remember the brick that stops all the notifications on your phone? And I'm like, you guys, I got this thing and it's so great.
Have you used it at all?
My daughter stole it from me. It's such a cool item to have.
Well, I haven't even been able to see it yet.
It's really cool.
It's a really cool one.
She stealed it.
Is it cool because your daughter is now impressed with it?
Yes.
And that's what made it cool?
It was cool before. It was cool when I bought it. You guys just didn't think it was cool. And I was negatively influenced by your uncoolness.
So you didn't use it at all?
Nope. I did not use it because you guys said it was dumb. And then Aaron said, you have a brick? Oh my gosh, everyone has a brick. I want a brick. I'm in law school. I need a brick. I get distracted so easy. And I'm like, well, it does make sense. She probably could use it way better than me. So give it to Aaron.
There is a do not disturb button on your phone though. And there's even specifies.
It is, but you still get notified on notifications. That stops all notifications. You do not get notifications on anything. So anyway, sorry for that little segue.
No, but
so
it's kind of our show, so you can really talk about whatever we want.
I know. But I sometimes lose track on where I was. So we were talking about the brick. Where was I going when I was heading to that direction?
I don't know. You hit a brick road, so
I know. So we were talking about like the time of going on vacation. And so what I think is like the brick. So that's what I was thinking. I was thinking when we're so busy and there's so many notifications, there's so much information coming to you at all avenues and so much need for you at all the time. And then it takes a couple days to wind down. Like, I mean, I feel like I have to have a couple days before I'm like, oh, I'm on vacation. It's not like I just get there and I'm like, oh, you have to field a couple more calls. Like it starts to wind down, you know, like pretty soon you're not getting calls, you're not getting notifications, like you're actually on vacation. So I feel like from that time, 5 days is good, you know? So that's why I always feel like a week is good. Yeah. Once it feels like, oh my gosh, I'm here and I needed this so bad. It's always very difficult to get there and it's usually hard to come back because you're swamped, but it's so worth it. And especially like Hawaii's like paradise. I love that.
Well, it is paradise. So
it literally is.
Paradise.
It literally is. But the other, I mean, like when we went to Europe, the first time that we went there, we planned multiple, you know, things. So we were we flew into Venice. We were there for 2 or 3 days. Then we went to Florence. Then we went to Rome. Then we flew to Santorini. Then we went to Athens, and then we came home. So, like on a trip like that,
you need a lot of time.
You have to. I mean, by the time we got to Santorini, we were there for 4 days, and we needed that 4 days so bad because we were so beat from the first half of the trip. So, and then like going to Norway when we were just there, we were there for 15 days, and I think I told you I had planned on 10, and Tobias's dad said, we can't show you Norway in 10 days.
Right.
You got to stay longer. And I'm like, we're staying with them. We're driving their cars. We're like, we'll stay as long as you want us to. Yeah. So
until you kick us out.
Yeah. 15 days.
Okay. So my next question follow-up is when you go on vacation, are you someone that sleeps in and tries to get that rest? Or are you someone that wants to get up and go like experience a vacation?
Do you know who you're talking to?
Well, I mean, you get up early, so I'm assuming that you don't sleep in, but I'm just really throwing this into the air right now.
So I don't do what I do now, where like, I mean, this morning I slept in until 6. I did. I normally am up by 4:30. And so I did sleep in this morning and I was very proud of myself. My watch said I had a really great sleep score. But when I'm on vacation, it depends on where you go because the time change is so weird. So like when you go to Hawaii, you're going back 3 hours. So we're up like, really early. It's like really, really wide awake. Hey, to us it's 7, to there it's 4 a.m. We're like, oh, it's great. So I don't try to get up. I try to sleep as long as my body will let me. But I mean, like when we were in Norway, I was up every morning,
well, you
2 hours
sleep in
before
there. You
anyone
said
else.
the sun was up the whole time, so.
Well, it was the whole time, but you had blackout curtains.
True.
It's just that I woke up, and so I would get up. I mean, I would get up that time at 5 a.m. there, and I would be up for a couple hours before everybody else started getting up. And so I feel like that's still vacation to me. Isn't that weird?
Well, I mean, yeah. I'm a big person on when I go on vacation. I like to get up and experience the day, right? Like I want to maximize doing
Not
everything.
Sleep the whole time.
I'm not a big sleeper in it. Yeah, if I can, that's cool. But I'll get up and I'm like, man, first one to the pool. Got to get my seats, right? Got to get my towels out. Got to get that set up. My wife, on the other hand, is a big like sleeper in. Like,
she doesn't get a chance to sleep in.
I want to do nothing. But now with kids, we don't have that luxury anymore.
Right,
but
that goes away.
Yeah, well, my kids are early risers. It's like 5 o'clock. As soon as the sun touches their eyes, they're like screaming through the
now.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. They wake up at 5 a.m. now, and you guys let them get out of bed?
You mean we can't? What? You have to strap them into the bed? No, yeah. So we'll let them up and they'll do stuff. But I mean,
do you guys get up with them?
I sometimes do. Yeah.
Sometimes almost every day, or like once a week.
I'd say like 75% of the time.
Yeah. That you are up usually pretty early.
Sometimes.
I mean, you text me yesterday at 6 a.m. Hey, can you talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, sure, I've been up for hours.
Yeah. Well, we've had the point to where it's like when the kids get up, sometimes my kid was getting up at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Yeah.
Back to bed, please. Thank you. Lay down. Sleep. Rest your body, for God's sake. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But it's all coming from my genes. I already know it. So
I have no doubt.
Ready to go. As soon as I get out of bed, I got to get up and move. Not
Listen, if
get
you
up out of
didn't watch
bed,
the
sit on the
Mother's Day
side,
episode,
do my thing.
Yeah.
Like, no. It's kick out of bed, stand straight up, get to work.
Yeah, me too. It's, but I also wake up the second my eyes open. I don't, and it's hilarious because Adam is a lot better today than he used to be. He used to be like super groggy in the morning and now he's an early riser. But my girls, Emily's, it just depends on who you're talking to. But like if I have to drive one of them to the airport and I have to go super early, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. They go, I can't even believe that you're talking so much. Like they can't even, like, I can't even think right now. And you've talked about 4 conversations in 15 minutes. I'm like, no, it's just,
I'm just getting it all out.
Yeah. My brain just.
Yeah. I didn't talk for 8 hours, so I got to get it all out now.
8 hours. Yeah. So no, it is,
I think it's hard. And I think it'd be great to be able to sleep on vacation. I just feel like I miss an opportunity to go have fun and go do something. Sleeping isn't fun to me. It's more of just like a chore. It feels
I feel like it's a waste. I feel like it's an absolute waste.
Right.
And I feel like there's so much to do. So on vacations, it's so fun to like get up early. Oh my gosh. When we were in Italy, when we went into Venice, we were on the Grand Canal. That's where, and we use an amazing travel agent. It's Divine Travel out of Roseville. She's amazing. Her name's April. And she put us right on the Grand Canal. It was so incredible. And so it was so fun because in Venice, like it's all waterways. There's no roads. So the only way they can replenish everything is all the boats have to ship everything in every morning to fill up all of the stores again. And so I would be up so early that I'd watch all of them coming in.
That'd be pretty cool,
It
though.
was so fun. I loved it. The sun was barely coming up and all the
that sounds like a super fun deal. I just think that vacation, I think, is hard for some people to actually relax, and depending on how they're able to vacation. Yeah. Right? I don't know.
Yeah, vacation is super important. I think everybody needs to go on it. My recommendations for vacation are that if you're going to go, like if you have kids, you think that Hawaii is expensive. It's not. Getting there, the flights are a little more expensive.
Yeah.
You're going to stay in a room. go to Costco, and every single thing you do does not cost money. You go to a different, I think I've told you this before, go to like their Hilo Hattie's or whatever it is on Main Street and find their postcard shelf and take pictures of all the beaches on the postcards. And those are the ones that you're going to go visit.
Yeah.
You fill your ice chest with sandwiches and you go to the beach every day. Like it's literally just getting there and the lodging that costs money.
Yeah.
And so it's so fun. But we're like, if you go to Disneyland, oh my gosh, you go to any amusement park, holy crap. It's just everything. I mean, it's like the most expensive thing in the whole world. So I feel like anything like that, anywhere that you can go like that is when you can enjoy the nature of it, the tropical, and not everything you do has to cost money. Just go to the beaches, go view, sightsee, go look at the sights.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's the best point. And that's a really easy way to use your time wisely.
Yeah.
You don't have to do excursions or pay for this or go whale watching or go out on the boats. Just go visit the natural areas.
Yeah. And if you're going to go to Hawaii or anywhere like that, go in March because you're going to see the whales. You don't even have to go whale watching. You can sit out on your balcony and you can see the whales because they have what are the whales that go in there, Adam? It's not, is it the humpbacks? And they have their babies at that time. And this is warmer water. So it doesn't, so the killer whales are not in this area.
Gotcha.
So they have the babies in this area and they're just getting them to a certain place where then they can head out in the ocean. So every time you see a mama spout, you see a baby spout. Even every time you see a mama fin, you see a baby fin. It's
cool.
my most favorite
That's
thing on the planet.
favorite
It is.
thing.
I'm serious. I'm like, you miss out if you go any other time than when you can see the whales. It's so amazing. Even driving just on the highway and you're looking out, you see one breach. I'm like, nothing gets better than that. Like God's nature is the best gift of all. Like you don't have to pay for any of it. It's just out there and it's amazing. So there's my plug for Hawaii. I want you to know I also don't get paid for telling you that.
Not yet.
Yes, but so there is your cruise, vacation, kind of COVID
I'd say let us
episode.
know what you guys want to do for vacation. Are you a big cruiser or would you rather go to a destination site and then do you sleep in on vacation or do you get up early?
And what kind of cruise lines do you like? Like tell us a little bit about that because that might be something that we could look into.
Check into.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. We'll see you next week. The views and opinions expressed on Real Talk with Kandi and Garrett are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Real Talk with Kandi and Garrett, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Divine Properties, their affiliates, sponsors, advertisers, or any organizations discussed on this program. This podcast is provided for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered legal, financial, tax, real estate, medical, or professional advice. While we strive to provide accurate information, we make no representations or warranties regarding its completeness or reliability. By listening to this podcast, you acknowledge that Real Talk with Kandi and Garrett, Kandi Thompson, Garrett Gray, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Divine Properties, their affiliates, guests, sponsors, advertisers, and all associated parties shall not be held liable for any actions, decisions, losses, damages, claims, or consequences arising from the use of or reliance upon any content presented in this podcast.